Hello there. I mentioned in the last video that I was going to do a cross weave tip in this video, but I had forgotten that we have now completed 2 squares, so it is time to sew them together. So that's what I'm going to do in this video, and then I plan to do the tip in the next video. Also, I've discovered some more information that I would like to include with the tip. So I'll be including more information in the next video for that. Let's see what I have. Oh, first I want to mention the color that I used for the last square on the back of the seed bead is 132F for the seed bead, and for the facet bead I used the color number 22, which is champagne. Now here I have already connected together the seed beads. The connections, you're going to need 512 beads of whichever color you choose for the connection and hinges. I'm going to be using amber for the facet beads, and I used 104F for the seed beads. And for string, for the faceted beads, I recommend starting with 5 feet. For the seed beads, you should be able to get away with 3.5 feet. Now, you want to lay out your squares in the way that we have created them. So here are the larger images. You can see what direction. I like to look for areas, large areas that are easy to see, like the yellow here, and then in this one the topaz down at the bottom. So that means the yellow here goes on the side and the topaz at the bottom comes down. And then what I do is I take my string and I put an amber on it. Now what the stitch we're going to be using is actually the hexagon angle weave, and as I prefer to use the 2 needle when doing all my connections. I call it the hexagon cross weave. So you put on 1 bead of the color that you're going to use to connect with, and then I like to turn these once I know they're in the right place. You'll go into the second bead on the side that you are connecting. You want to go in the second bead, and then you're going to come out the third bead, and then you'll do the same on the other one. You'll go in the second bead, and then out the third one. And bring your strings together because you want to keep them as close to the same length as possible. Hold your pieces, and there we go. We have our first bead in place. Now we'll take a second bead and we will cross it with both strings. Then we'll bring it down. And then we'll go through the next 2 beads on our squares. So we'll go through 2 on this one. And then the 2 on this one. Then we will add the next bead. Put it on one string, cross it with the other string, then we bring it down. Now with the monofilament, sometimes the string length changes, so you can just fix it so that it's the same. The microfilament tends to hold its place a little better. Alright, now we go through the next 2 beads on each square. Trouble getting through this one. There we go. And then we add our last connecting bead for these 2. Put it on one, cross it with the other, bring it down, and then once you have your 4 beads on, I recommend that you go through the corner beads, and that will put you in position for when you finish this 3rd square and we go to add it. So just the corner bead. And now we have our seed beads connected and we have our faceted beads connected. Hope to see you in the next video, and I hope you are enjoying putting this folding cube together.